Good morning, Falcons fans. We are almost 24 hours away before the Falcons kick off against the Eagles in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium tomorrow at 1 o'clock on the dot. Now, this is a new season for us. We've been through a lot of ups and downs through this offseason. The only remaining player from the Super Bowl championship team is Matt Ryan, Jake Matthews. Julio Jones is gone. We only have Calvin Ridley left. We have a young Kyle Pitts, and, he was a top 10 draft pick, but he's still a rookie. He's still unproven, and there's a lot of doubt surrounding this team. And I'm coming to you today to bring you how disappointed I think the Falcons are going to make me this season. So let's kick it off. Now, we start the season off against the Philadelphia Eagles coming into our hometown. And honestly, I think that this is going to be our biggest sellout game. It's going to be the only game we sell out all season because everybody's going to be 0-0. It's a lot of optimism in the air. And with Falcons fans, what we like to do when there's a chance for hope, we like to pound all our hope on the one small little thing. And then the Falcons, for some reason, they blow it off. So I honestly think that we might take this game. Might be a close game. It's going to be defense is going to not be used to playing a full 60 minutes. The offense is going to be able to take advantage of that. Kyle Pitts might be able to eat a little bit. A young Jalen Hurts might show off against the Falcons a little bit. I'm going to be in the dome. I'm going to be in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, so I will be coming to you again, telling you how disappointing I think the Falcons are making me. So I think that we might win, and the Falcons fans might go home happy, and I don't know. But next week, the week after that, yeah, man, we face the Super Bowl winning championship team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in Tampa Bay. And Tom Brady, he's legendary, carved up the Falcons, and I personally think that this is going to be another disappointing game for the Falcons. It's going to be a doozy. We're not going to do too well. Matt Ryan, he doesn't do too good in Tampa Bay historically. He may throw a couple of interceptions, first road game, and we might take the L on this one. We might take the L. So that leaves us being 1-1 on the season against the Giants, the New York Giants. We face the New York Giants in New York, and personally, I think that we have a chance against the Giants. They are a disastrous organization. They have more Super Bowl championships than us, but still, now, their coach is a mystery. Their quarterback can't stay on his feet when he's scoring a touchdown, and we may roll on them, you know what I mean? We may roll on them, keep the optimistic, those words, keep that up, and Falcons fans going to be on Twitter popping a lot, They're going to be popping off, and then, and it's not going to be too good for us later on in the season, So we take the W on this one. Now, the Washington football team. Is a good team. They've got a young Chase Young. He's a monster. He's a beast. They got a sneaky good quarterback. That's right, a sneaky good quarterback. As a lot of people like to put athleticism on white guys. They say sneaky athleticism, and, he's going to give our defense a problem. He's a fast dude. And our defense struggles with fast quarterbacks. So we might be taking an L on this one. I don't know. I'm just saying. We may be taking an L on this one. So that bumps us up to 2-2 on the season. Now, the New York Jets. We face the New York Jets in London. I won't be able to see this game. Well, I'll be able to see it. I won't be there. This game will be at 9 o'clock in the morning. And the last time we was in London, we did what the Falcons do best. We get our hopes up real high, and then we all come crashing down. And the last time we was there in 2014, Mike Smith, we up 21-0 at the half. And then the Lions come storming back to close out the game with us. And New York, New York, London, we don't do too good against the Jets. And, and we're in London. So the Falcons may do what they do on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and give us the L on this one. So it moves us up to 2-3 on the season. Now, the Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins are a very good young team. They've got a young Tua. He's a good quarterback. I used to see him in Alabama. He played at Georgia many a times and beat us. Now, I don't know. I'm torn on this game because I know Kyle Pitts, he'll be had at least 5 games in the season. You see how the NFL operates. Calvin Ridley, he'll be posted at least 5 touchdowns by this point. And I'm going to go ahead and give us a W on this one. I like our chance against the Miami Dolphins. I do, because nobody else jumps out to me on this team besides a young Tua. And, Tua, he's a versatile quarterback. He can run you down. He can throw it down. He's a man. he can do it all. As long as he stays healthy, he has a good chance of operating against us at a very high level. And Matt Ryan, he's so I'm going to go ahead and give us the W on this one. Now, I like our chances against the Carolina Panthers because they haven't been able to beat us. They have not been able to beat. They beat us last year. That was just Dan Smith just sucking. There's no chance the Carolina Panthers should be able to beat us with the Falcons having way more experience than them, having way more firepower. Every time we play the Carolina Panthers, when our season has been done, we've demolished them. So there's no chance I say the Panthers have beaten us on this season. We sweep the Panthers in both. I'm waiting till I get to the other one to put the W up on that one. But for this one, I'm going to go ahead and definitely give us the W on this one. Now, the New Orleans Saints. Yes, that's right. The New Orleans Saints, our most hated rivals. And, what can I say about Sean Payton? He's always had our number. They have good record against Matt Ryan. Julio Jones, when he was with us, he barely scored a touchdown against the New Orleans Saints. So they have a good chance of taking away our top priority away. So that leaves either Calvin Ridley or if Kyle Pitts has reached that level by that point, one of them is going to be shut down for the game by Sean Payton. And, New Orleans Saints, they're going to hang with us like they always do. The New Orleans Saints, they always play us good. We have Arthur Smith. Well, I don't know what he's capable of doing. This preseason, it wasn't a good showing for our offense at all. Our defense, they remain strong and steady, but our offense, it wasn't a good showing for us at all for the preseason. So I'm going to go ahead and give us an L against the Saints. I know I don't like giving, I hate it, but it's just how I feel, man. I've seen the Falcons for a long time. I've seen them play the Saints many times, and I've been disappointed a lot. So I'm not going to get my optimism. I'm not going to get my expectations high against the Saints. I'm going to go ahead and give us the L. So that leaves us with 3 and 4 on the season. Now the Cowboys. Now, I don't know how I feel about this game because we definitely had a chance of beating them last season. We definitely had a chance of beating them. We was up. We almost had 40 points on them. And by onside kick, our only chance of losing the game by an unprepared, just undisciplined team. And we have a very good chance of beating the Cowboys. I did watch them play against the Buccaneers. And the offense, it has some problems. Dak, he's a decent quarterback. Ezekiel Elliott, he has fumble issues, in my opinion. He has fumble issues every time he plays us. He fumbles the ball, and I'm hoping that he'll give us about at least 10 more fumbles this game. And, CeeDee Lamb, he's a beast. Amari Cooper, if he stays healthy, he'll be remaining at that top wide receiver level all season. So, I don't know. Honestly, I think this game comes down to, of course, quarterbacks. So whoever makes the most mistakes, which will probably be the Falcons for some reason, it's just the way we roll all season. It's just what we do. So I'm going to give us the L on this one, too. Against the Cowboys, it always happens. And the Patriots. Now, we play the Patriots after the Cowboys, and we'll be coming off a 2-game losing streak at this point. And I'm going to go ahead and give us another L against the Patriots because Bill Belichick has always had our number against the Falcons, whether it be in the Super Bowl, whether it be here, Monday Night Football, whether it be in Foxborough after the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. The Patriots have always been able to beat the Atlanta Falcons in every facet. I've been in the Dome, in the Georgia Dome, when we played the Patriots, and we still lost by a field goal. Mike Vick was hurt. He came on the sidelines and watched us lose against the Patriots. He was there, but he was hurt like he always was. He was hurt, and we lost that game. I was dead. So the Patriots have always had our number. They're going to continue to have our number this year. Matt Ryan has never beaten the Patriots, one of the teams he's never beaten. He's not going to beat them this year, and I'm going to go ahead and give us another L. And that moves us up to a dreaded 3-6 on the season. 3-6 on the season. Now, we finally get a chance to get a W back against the Jaguars. They have a young Trevor Lawrence. And I like playing the Jaguars because they've been our little brother. We've been able to beat up on them for a long time in the regular season. And I like our chance against the Jaguars. So, on this day, the Falcons will beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we get back in the W column. We'll become 4-6 on the season. We will see what a young Trevor Lawrence can do. We will push him to his limit, but ultimately he will not be able to beat the Atlanta Falcons more importantly, Matt Ryan's veteran leadership, and we will roll over the Jacksonville Jaguars, get back on the win column. So we'll be 4-6 on the season. Now we come back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And now this time, we've been seeing them earlier in the season. And we come back later on in the season. We played them in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I will be able to see them play the Atlanta Falcons. Last time I seen them play in the stadium, it was turnover century for the Falcons. We turned over the ball at least 4 times. Julio Jones fumbled going into the end zone. We went to overtime and lost. So we don't have a good track record of me going to go see the Falcons play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now this time, I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to try to stay for all these games and watch them. But to be honest, I'm not the type of person to sit and just watch the Falcons get beat down. I'm not. I don't like watching my team just lose. Ultimately, it's not fun for me. So if I'm in a position where the Falcons are losing by at least 40 to 3 points to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm probably going to be leaving early. I'm not going to be sticking around for that. I don't care. I will be leaving early. I don't care. So I say we do have a chance of beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but we also definitely have a very big chance of losing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'm going to give us another L against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we're going to go ahead on to the Carolina Panthers after that. You know what I mean? We're going to go ahead on to the Carolina Panthers. And like I say, we have a good chance of beating the Carolina Panthers. They no longer have Cam Newton. Their quarterbacks are always, I like playing a quarterback because they're always some new young upstart. And the Falcons always find ways to shut them down. They get sacks, they get turnovers, they get fumbles. Against the defense does. The defense gets rolling by this point of the season, usually. Because Deion Jones, he's a rock. Grady Jarrett is a rock. You can build a defense around them. And they're able to control that middle. And, just having a young quarterback, you don't want to just go out slinging the ball all over the place. You want to get him in the motion of handing the ball off to other people because that's what a quarterback does. They facilitate other quarterbacks, other running backs, other wide receivers getting the ball and scoring touchdowns. So I give us a W against Carolina Panthers because I like our chances against Carolina Panthers. I really do. That'd be 6 W's. And by this point, we'll be done had 7 L's. 7 L's by this point. Now the 49ers, we get to play finally. We get to have we've already had a revenge game against Kyle Shanahan, and we beat him. We beat Kyle Shanahan. And I think we can beat the 49ers again. I don't know what it is. It's just something about that old NFL, NFC West rivalry that we carry on with them in spirit. And I like our chance of being able to beat the San Francisco 49ers. I really do. I think that we can beat them because we know their offense. It might have progressed a little bit but since then, but we know the basis of their offense. It's a stretch run game, zone run game, pull linemen, get them out in open space so the running backs can do their juke moves or whatever. And that's the basis of their offense is running. Their quarterback situation, Jimmy Gallardo, if he's even healthy by this point of the season, if he's even playing by this point of the season, I expect him to just be a facilitator at this point. Just get the ball to your weapons, get the ball off to your running backs, get the ball off to Deebo Samuels, that type of thing. Greg Little, what's his name? George Little, get off the ball to them and get out of the way. But I still like our chance of beating Kyle Shanahan and San Francisco 49ers, so I'm going to go ahead and give us a W on this one. And that bumps us up to 7-7. Now, like I said before, this is all called how disappointed I think the Falcons are going to make me this season. But what the Falcons like to do, the Falcons like to remain in the playoff conversation mathematically. They like to remain in the playoff situation for as long as they can mathematically, to the point where all the fans have just hyped them up. They're going to go on this epic run. They're going to win the Super Bowl. It's going to be amazing. And they get our heads all up. And then they come crashing down on us. And we sit for the rest of the offseason like, man, those Falcons, they did it again. So we're up 7-7. We play 17 games this season. And we have mathematically a good chance of making it to the playoffs. Now, we play the Lions. We have a good back and forth against the Lions. We've been able to beat them in the past. They have a new quarterback situation with Jared Goff. I like our chance of being able to beat them. I do. I like our chance of being able to beat the Lions. But I feel like these last 3 games is going to be what I'm talking about. It's somewhere in there. It's going to be exactly what I'm talking about. And I think this is the one. We have a good chance of beating the Lions, and we do something Falcons like. Because we did it last year. We did it last year. I don't care what you say. Todd Gurley should never have tried to not score a touchdown. Because the object of the game is to get the ball from one end of the field to the next end of the field. He did exactly what he was supposed to. He put us on top, and we were winning. It's our defense position to stop the opposing team from scoring the length of the field and scoring a touchdown. Our defense wasn't able to do that. And today, on this day against the Lions, I think the Lions might beat us. Even though we have a good chance of winning, we'll be in a favorable position to win. But we'll do something Falcons-like, and we'll lose this game. It's what the Falcons do against the Lions. Like I said, we've had history of doing this with the Lions. We did this in 2014 in London, and we did it just last year. It's what Falcons do. Now, against the Bills, we don't have a chance. We don't have a chance at all against the Bills. If the Bills still have Stephon Diggs, the Bills still have Josh, whatever his name is, the quarterback, we don't have a chance. We don't have a chance at all. I've seen the Falcons play the Bills in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, lose. We don't have a chance. Next, the Saints. And then we finish the season off by being swept by the Saints. That's how disappointing I think the Falcons are going to make me this season. You tell me how disappointed you think the Falcons are going to make us. My name is Patrick Seals. Support my channel. Get your Patrick Seals merchandise today. Follow my Patreon, The Comedy Hustle LLC. Follow me on social media, SealsMan93 on Instagram, Patrick Seals on Facebook, Patrick Seals _93 on Twitter. I'm Patrick Seals. Tell me how disappointed you think the